Collector Corral, back with Jim Minted, and today we're stepping away from the slabs and we're going into some booster packs. So I have 6 of the Into the Inklands booster packs and have 3 of the Shimmering Skies. The goal for today is to pull an Enchanted, any Enchanted, that'd be awesome. For Into the Inklands, I would prefer the Mickey Mouse with the trumpet or Robin Hood. Shimmering Skies, of course guys, the big boss himself, Mufasa. Alright, so since we have 2 to 1, we'll open 2 Into the Inklands for every Shimmering Skies and just keep it rotating, see how it goes. So I'll be moving these packs to the side, just making sure that I have enough room for my cards. If you've ever opened packs with me, you understand that I am a huge collector, so I take my collection very serious and I try to keep every card as pristine as possible. With that being said, I am not sponsored by these guys, but I do highly recommend the Dragon Shield resealable. Has no glue, full 4-edge protection, and that's literally what I've been using on all the videos that I've been showing you. Those are the sleeves that I use, and I like to pair it up with the Dragon Shield matte outers. And then if you're really serious, and of course you can put it in a top loader. I usually do. You know, your brand is really your preference. There's a bunch of them out there. There's like Cardboard Gold, ULT Pro, all that good stuff. Right now I have Cardboard Gold on deck, so that's what I'll be using if it's top loader worthy. All right, so Into the Inklands, start with Jafar. Yeah, so this set is notorious for being printed into oblivion. And it was easier to find everywhere. I have been having a hard time trying to find this like out in the wild, like in Best Buy. But for the most part, I'm pretty sure you can find it online. Ooh, magic carpet. And I've said that a million times, but I'm gonna say it a million more. The one thing that Lorcana always does right is that the artwork is superb. It's just beautiful and marvelous. Just all these are common, uncommons, just non-foils, and they're still super nice. The artwork is definitely has all my admiration. All right, and our foil is the Sumerian Talisman, and no code cards or anything. So yeah, I really like Lorcana. The first time I tried to get into it, like with the first chapter when it first came out, everything sold out completely. I had no luck in getting it, so I actually had to wait a while in order to get the first chapter. So my first experience of ever opening product for Lorcana is the set right before this one, Rise of the Floodborn. I had really good memories opening up that collection, and back then, like, the packs were literally like $2.99 for anything, actually, for any Lorcana. Of course, the only thing you could find was Rise of the Floodborn and Into the Inklands. So I bought a bunch of like Rise of the Floodborn to open, and it was super fun. Had a good time doing it. Can't say that's the price point now. I think everything's back at like MSRP, which I believe is like $5.99 or $6.99. But yeah, I mean, back then it was just everywhere. You could buy it for $2-3. It was awesome. Same thing could be said for Pokemon back then. So before all the hype, the packs were actually $2.99 or even $3.99 depending on the set. So I remember I would buy like Obsidian Flames, and they set for like $2.99, and I believe Paldea was like at $3.99 per sleeve booster pack. And man, I had a blast opening that up. Like, I really did. I had my full share of like fun with those packs. So now that everything is completely spiked up, it's like, okay, you know, like, I'm all right now opening those packs. Do I have all the SARs, all the ARs? Nope, no I don't. But, you know, I can live without that. It's fine. You know, I had my chance to buy those singles when they were cheap too, and I didn't. which I feel like the same can be said for Lorcana, right? So everyone right now isn't really like into the Inklands. They're more into like Fabled, Reign of Jafar, and of course Shimmering Skies for the Mufasa. And I don't blame them for it. Those sets are super awesome. I enjoy opening them as well. But just like we can learn from Pokemon, when this set is no longer like available in stores, online, it's gonna blow up. You know, it's gonna blow up, and we're all gonna be sharing like, man, I remember when this was $2.99. I really wanted to get some other packs instead of Into the Inklands. Like, you know, I passed on it, blah 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 blah, and then history just repeats itself. For me, this makes opening packs affordable, just because, you know, opening a pack that's like 10-15 bucks, if you open like 4 of them, you're already at 60, and that's like gnarly, right? So if you open 20 of these, you're basically at the same price point, and you just get a lot more cardboard that way. So I already exhausted one that was already open, so I'm gonna hop to the other one. So yeah, I take my collection very serious, guys. Like, you do have to be patient with the resealables. It does take extra seconds than just putting it in like a penny sleeve or even a perfect fit sleeve. I would probably compare these closer to a perfect fit. I mean, they are a perfect fit, just with the four-sided protection, right? So it does take an extra second or two, but it's definitely worth the time, especially if you're gonna be like, you know, completing a master set or whatever, and you're gonna have these for like a very long time. They're not gonna catch any dust. They're not gonna catch any, I mean, they probably could catch water, right, if you submerge them for long enough. But from the video I've seen from the Totalitarian, he submerged his very expensive Magic, the Gathering card, and came out pretty good. All right, Louis. Hey, Minnie Mouse herself. Moana. Cubby. Diablo. Boss's Orders. Is that Giovanni? The Bayou. Scroop. Okay, Cloud Kicker. The Bare Necessities. Sing it with me. Lyle. Damn, Ursula. Is that a cold foil? It is a cold foil. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's super awesome. Did not expect that. All right. So, as you know, Fable, the symbol itself is like holographic and just pops in itself. And so does the new foiling, actually. So, like with this one, I had to question it. Like, oh, is this cold foil? With Lorcana Fabled, it's not like that. It's not like that whatsoever. You can tell right away when it's like foil. Wow. All right. It's a beautiful pull. I'm actually super happy for that. This is very tedious, guys. Like this sleeving stuff here, very tedious, but I might just put everything to the side, or I might just cut off the video and just pop it back up when I'm opening the next pack, just because it is very, very long. It's huge. Like, do I really want to bore you guys with this? Like, at some point I'm gonna get exhausted of just the amount of stories that I can come up, or facts, right? And then I'm gonna be telling you like my whole life story, when I was born, you know, all 30 years and all that good stuff. Yeah, we don't want to go through that. All right, you know what? I'm gonna jump back into this video when I'm done sleeving these up, just for the sake of time. All right, y'all. So I just got done sleeving all the beautiful cards, so I'm gonna put them to the side now and jump into Shimmering Skies. Dude, I really hope I don't regret opening this. So, in regards to the sets that have been rotated out, I believe Shimmering Sky is still in play, but Into the Inklands is not. Fun fact, I have never pulled an Enchanted. All the Enchanteds that I've been showcasing, wow, look at that, so beautiful. It's a Stitch. My daughter loves Stitch. This is cool. Yeah, so I've never pulled an Enchanted. All the cards that I've been showing off essentially have been bought through like eBay or reputable sellers. So I haven't really experienced the rush of opening and pulling an Enchanted. Would I want that? 100%. I think we all would, right? And then with the new release of Fable, I think anybody can say the same for the iconic cards, right? The Mickey and Minnie. It's like, those are just beautiful. Okay. Fish cow. And then, ooh, Simba, gold foil. If you know anything about me, you know that I love The Lion King. It's my favorite movie. It's the movie that I, essentially would play on repeat. So for some of us, we can relate with like maybe our daughters asking for Frozen to be on repeat. For me, it was The Lion King. My daughter does love The Lion King, which is awesome that I can share that with her. But I believe right now she's on Monsters Inc. So she's been through The Lion King. She's been through, she's on Monsters Inc. right now. Can't believe I'm blanking out. She's been through Frozen. She likes the first one better than the second one. I heard the third one is coming out, so that's gonna be sick. She's been through, what else have we been through? She's been through Cars. So there was a while when she was like 100% on Cars. That's all she would watch. She's also been through, she loves the Toy Story. So her Toy Stories series 1 through 4, that's like her go-to for sure. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna sleeve these up and then we'll jump back in. All right, everybody, so I just got done sealing these up. And when I was like putting them into the inner sleeves, I was like maybe so much into the conversation that we were having or in my thoughts that I didn't realize that I pulled 2 like super rares in the same pack. Like I was just like, oh yeah, Scroop and Kushko, Kronk over here. But it's like, no, I have 2 super rares from the same pack. Woo! So that's awesome. How about we get an Enchanted on the next one, right? So that was from the Shimmering Skies. So we're gonna hop back into the Inklands with Piglet. Oh yeah, my daughter's also into Winnie the Pooh. There was this point in time when that's all she watched also, just like she did with like Cars and, she's in Monsters Inc. right now. But yeah, it's, that's the one thing that I do love about Lorcana is it does have like that Disney IP. And it's so easy to share that with like your kids, right? It's so easy to build memories, not just on the cards themselves, but like on the movies, on the shows. As a parent, that's like the best thing that can happen, right? Just building memories and be able to recall those with your children. Like that's the best. 99 Puppies, Starkey, the Lamp. Ooh, a nice, beautiful mini. And Wildcat Wrench as a cold foil. All right, 2 rares. Nice. And then this is the first time that locations were introduced, so like that's a major throwback there. Remember when they were introduced, it was like a how does that work sort of thing. Let me protect this beautiful cold foil. and then I will be jumping us back into the video once I am done sleeving these up. I could do like a time lapse, but I'm not so sure if the memory that I have would be able to hold that amount of space, like, you know, when it comes to the video. So for right now, I'm gonna stop the video and then we'll jump right back in with the next pack. All right, so I'm done with inner sleeves for this round. So we're adding it to the Inklands pile. I did mention Toy Story, and I'm really stoked for the Pixar to come into play with Lorcana in 2026. That is gonna be super awesome. You know, hopefully we're able to acquire some product, right? Right now, all the hype is on Pokemon. We just never know when that might trickle over to Lorcana. The Fabled is already sold out. From, you know, it's really hard for me just to find product like at quote unquote MSRP. But I mean, that's a healthy sign for the hobby. So I'm not complaining whatsoever. I'm actually really glad that that is happening. But you know, it would be really sad if it just got super out of control. Ooh, Helga. And Ms. Bianca as a cold foil. Nice. Yeah, I think right now we're like in the golden days of Lorcana. Like right now it's just, you know, the hype isn't as crazy. Obviously more people got back on the train with Fabled, but you know, there's still sets out there right now like Into the Inklands that is not being scalped or botted, so you could get this product and, you know, just have fun opening it before, you know, it's, how can I say this, before it's confirmed by Ravensburger that no more reprints will be coming, right? I will be doing a video on that. I do have some information that I need to share with all of us, and it does have to do with reprints. But we'll leave it there. I will be sleeving these cards and jumping back into the video once I'm done. All right, and we're back. So I did double sleeve my super rare and the cold foil, just practice. Just being too much into our conversation, I forgot to do that with our past super rares, so I did go back and double sleeve them. All right, another Shimmering Skies. Okay, hopefully this one has our boy Mufasa, and then we can all jump up and down super happy and say all sorts of fun words, kind words, loving words, and you know, have a good time. All right, Maleficent. Yeah, we like Stitch better. All right. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got. Dude, the Queen. Fits the Halloween theme coming up. Mickey. Rudy. Oh, okay. Damn, look at this knight. Okay. If you guys haven't seen this movie in Spanish and you guys are bilingual, highly recommend it. It's probably the best way to watch Robin Hood. Doc. Speaking of the guy, we got him in cold foil. Look at that. Man, that's a beautiful card. What? Guys, how can we not say that the artwork for Lorcana is always on point? Like, always. This is beautiful. I'm really happy to have this. This is super nice. In regards to grading Lorcana, I would grade these cards, the cold foils specifically, not really a fan of grading something that's non-foil, but who knows? Who knows? My mindset might change. But I'm gonna have to do my research on like print quality and stuff like that. But I wouldn't mind having this covered up in a beautiful slab. Okay, I will be slabbing these, I will be protecting these cards on the inner sleeve and then with an outer sleeve. And then we'll jump right back to our next pack. And we only have 3 more to go. So we'll see how we do. We'll see how we do. All right, and we're back. So sleeve them all up. And of course, our cold foil always gets a double sleeve. Now we're down to our 3 packs. So try to do 1, 1, 1, or you know what? We'll leave this one to the end. We'll leave that one till the end. That one's just gonna be a banger. All right. Yeah, you know, even though I haven't hit an enchanted, I'm still cool with like the artwork. I really am. Super happy with it. Especially since I really don't open many packs nowadays. Just anything is always a blessing. Ooh. Jetson. Flying Carpet. Magic Carpet. Heal What Has Been Hurt. That's a beautiful card. Hercules. Queen. Stitch. Nice. Ooh, super rare. Genie. And the Queen. Alright. Yeah, cool foil. Lythos, I know that was not Hercules, but I'm just thinking about the movie, you know? Especially when Hades is like, guys, Olympus, it's that way. Hades is actually pretty funny in that movie. Alright, so I'm gonna sleeve these up and I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright, so I'm done sealing these up. Of course, cold foil, double seals. Inner and outer, same for Genie. Stitch, love that card. Just wanted to give a little honorable mention on this one. Kind of the suit that Jim is wearing reminds me of like Kingdom Hearts 2 from Sora. I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. Lorcana, if you are going to release that, I'm letting you know right now, that is going to be super hyped. Like, that would be cool. Can you imagine the Enchanteds on that set? Ooh. And then the Iconics. Oh my god. Alright, the last Into the Inklands pack for today. Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Piggy. Can someone read that for me? Okay, 2 of them. Ooh. Okay, that's a good boy. Another one. Another. Okay. Captain Hook's. Hope I'm saying this right. Rapier? Right, it's a cold foil. Where we at? There we go. Well, no Enchanteds on the Inklands. That means we only have Shimmering Skies left. And if I pull that Mufasa, God. Again, I'll take any Enchanted whatsoever. All right, once again, sleeve them up, and then we'll jump right back into the video. All right, so done sleeving them up. The cold foil. Last pack. I'm so used to like the Pokemon having this stuff right here, like halfway, so you can just open it that way, but it's not like that with Lorcana, FYI. Oh, wow. What? Okay. Yeah, why not? I mean, that's not gonna ruin the cards, right? Alright. Was that like resealed? Nah, it's got some white in it. Nah, of course it wasn't. Ooh, Mickey. Hopefully that's a good sign. Alright. Let's go. Ooh, Donald Duck. Nice. Okay, okay, Mickey and Friends. Got Flora. Hypnotic Strength. Kanai. What I'm saying that right. Donald Duck. Duck for cover. Wank wank. Tropical Rainforest. Try Everything. Oh, this is cool. My daughter really loves Zootopia, and Zootopia 2 is coming out this year, so let's do it. Sleepy. Sugar Rush Speedway. Such a good movie. Plate Armor. And Merlin's House as the cold foil. So let this be a lesson to all that you're not guaranteed anything when you open packs. But it is always a fun time. So if you enjoy the hobby, if you love the hobby, if you love the cards, if you love the characters, you just have a blast doing this. If you're doing this for like money purposes, try and get your money investment back up or whatever, it might be a little bit more sour for you than if you didn't enjoy it. I enjoy it. I love it. I'm happy. So let me, put these cards inside their inners, and then we will jump back into the video. All right, and we're back. Everything has been put in an inner sleeve, and then of course the cold foil, inner and outer. Beautiful. So let's see what we got today. Let's see how many commons. I mean, I think commons and uncommons are always the same ratio, right? For most of these packs, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's really like these super rares that would be like a really deciding factor of how good the pull rates were. Yeah, I think really just I think commons and uncommons are the same for everything, right? So let me just focus on the top tiers here. Okay, got that. Of course, we had a legendary cold foil. Like, whew, another cold foil. It's actually a good pack. Cold foil. Let's see what we got here. The rares. Super rare. Can't believe I missed this one too as a super rare. It's not even double sleeved. I'm telling you guys, I get too much into the conversation and I don't even realize what what I'm pulling. Could have pulled an Enchanted and I would have missed it. Nah. That's a rare. That's a super rare. Super rare. Which I had to go back and take another look at it because I was like, wow. Okay. Cold foils. Simba. Miss Bianca. Helga Sinclair is not a cold foil. How dare you deceive me? Robin Hood, the Queen, Captain Hood's Rapier, Marilyn's Cottage. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 7th cold foil is Ursula as a legendary, which that's a W in my book. All right, now I totally messed this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rares and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 super rares. So out of the 9 packs, we got 5. That's really good. It's really good. That's a little bit over half. 50% pull rate with the super rares with the 9 packs. So not bad, right? Not bad at all. And of course, the top seal on this one. Well, thank you everybody for joining me today for these packs. Into the Inklands, get them while you can. I know it's printed into oblivion, but trust me guys, there's gonna be a time where we're gonna look back and we're gonna say, man, I really wish that I picked up some more of these cards. And that's usually what we always say for any set, right? Once it's out of print, for some weird reason, we just want it really badly. But when it's available for us to purchase and consume and have a great time, we never do it. So if you can, try and reach out, get it. If you get an Enchanted, feel free to message me, show off that picture of the Enchanteds, and we can celebrate together. All right, everybody, Collector Corral, out.